Now, in this era of speaking truth to power and bringing social issues to the public eye, in looking to call for action or just as a way to express oneself, there has been a genre of art that has been speaking this language quite fluently, and that is hip-hop. And it's been there for 5 years, 5 decades, for 5 decades, and this is an opportunity to look at some of the facts behind it, and this is what some of the notable experiences over the years. Now let's look at some of the quick facts about this genre, culture and lifestyle whose first notable experience happened 50 years ago. Now, its exact birthday is difficult to isolate, but the general consensus of musicologists and insiders is that the 11th of August 1973, which is 50 years ago today, hip-hop's ramblings came to a head in New York. One DJ Kool Herc's younger sister, Cindy, threw a back-to-school party, and the artist born Clive Campbell in Jamaica spun the same record or song on 2 turntables, and legend has it, mixing the rhythms into first documented breakbeat, an essential building block for the genre. Because hip-hop starts with the DJ.
The birthday party, it was just a moment, you know, but that party is the beginning and the spark that set off all of this for all the other DJs, because hip-hop starts with the DJ.
Now he mentions that it begins with the DJs, that is where hip-hop starts. Let's jump into that for a bit. Now, hip-hop is comprised of elements, and there has been some debate over the number of elements. But there are 4 elements that are considered to be the pillars of hip-hop. Now, first is DJing or turntabling. You know, scratch that. Second, we have rapping, also known as MCing or rhyming. The third is graffiti painting, which is also known as graph or writing. And finally, we have breakdancing or b-boying. Now, the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight, that's the name of the song, became the first commercially successful hip-hop song after it was released on September 16th, 1979.
To be celebrating 50 years is amazing because there was no value on this when we first started. Nobody was interested in hiring a hip-hop DJ or getting an MC to get on the mic or getting some breakdancers to come out and perform on the stage, or using graffiti on a library card like we did today.
Now, this movement grew beyond the borders of the Americas and into Africa, and here in Kenya, there came pioneers.
Sasa mimi niko na Josaya dina wapatia verses shinda Biblia. Maisha kule tu ni masimu na nikitumia ni masimu. Tafsiri ingawa tuko chini bado tunatumaini. Sikiza kwa makini. Tafsiri 2006 nashika nazika naandika mistari mizani methali mezani ulikani ni nani amekuja kubadili family zote za ghetto na mento vitendo minendo. Hebu punguza mapupa za media kipindi ni MAU double penye si struggle kupita through milango za dancehall ni jasho za dando iwe hardcore makomasho tuko macho.
The artists and many more have used the art form and culture of expression to pass some socially conscious messages, with some being hard-hitting, espousing the original vibe of hip-hop. It has evolved over the years in Kenya, with some being accused of watering down the culture and its art form spirit, and others, well, went into the Holy Spirit and put it in their hip-hop. Now, the dynamics have included a variety in language, from English, Swahili, Sheng, and even vernacular language. In some cases, we've had people who are rapping in their mother tongue. This culture has inevitably become part of the culture and the social fabric in Kenya. Now, tonight, Kenya's pioneer hip-hop group Kalamashaka are slated to perform during the hip-hop's 50th anniversary celebration here in Nairobi. And this is the trio's first performance as a group in nearly a decade. We have now caught up with them, and now we cross over to NTV's Vera Mora to touch base with these legends. Vera Mora, over to you as you speak to these guys who are legends in this country.
Thank you very much, Dan. Indeed, it has been 50 years of hip-hop, and in Kenya, we wouldn't miss to touch on hip-hop, especially if not touching on the Kalamashaka group. I'm here with them in Nairobi as they yet to prepare to perform tonight. But before they get on stage, maybe we will tell us, how does it feel to finally be together as a group on stage?
It's great. It's actually a nice feeling, considering it's been a long journey. Like ups and downs, like good things, bad things. So the reunion also feels good. Feels good. I haven't performed with Johnny with Kamau for the last like more than a decade. So it's quite a nice feeling.
Amazing. It has been 25 years of you being as a group. 25 years. You're celebrating 25 years. More than 25 years.
Yeah.
Do you still feel that music is serving the right justice or putting out information out there?
I feel there's a lot of lacking, but there's a lot of also good things that are happening. Kuna muziki ambao bado vijana wanajaribu kuwakilisha ile kitu tulikuwa nawakilisha. Unajua, lakini kidogo wanaweza kuwa yuko kwa media ama sana, lakini with the presence of now social media na nini, kuna vijana wengi wanafanya kitu poa, unajua, lakini kuna baadhi yao ambao bado unajua wanapeleka industry vile wanaipeleka kulingana na corporate dictatorship and stuff.
Thank you very much. I will move to this other side where we have another member here. Maybe you will tell us what next for Kalamashaka.
So mi kufikia hapa ndio naileta na Kiswahili. Au vipi? So Kaishaka basically vinyo tuko hapa tumekam kumaliza kazi na kujulisha watu wetu kwamba tumerudi kwa soko officially. Siku nyingi manze watu hawajaituona, watu wajui form ni gani. So okay, from hapa tunataka tu establish vizuri video ta move na mafans zetu na muziki yetu na hii art tu, kwa sababu mali imefika yenyewe inahitaji turudi, ndio at least tujaribu kukumbusha watu the basics. Sababu kitu kimetoka mbali, unaona kama mfano sai 50 years sisi tuna celebrate kake Ishaka 25 years. So tunashukuru ile designer tuko hapa mpaka sasa na tunaiwakilisha na intend kuipeleka worldwide manze. So kufikia sasa tuko na kazi tunafanya sisi kama Kalamashaka, kuna album inaenda kuisha sasa. So basically next for Kalamashaka ni after hapa hii basically tu ni ku touch base na mafans wetu.
Yes.
And then from hapa album ndio forthcoming yani, and then tufanye tu mambo kama kawa, fanya mambo kwa wasee wangu wa mtaa.
Thank you very much. Maybe finally done, or you will tell us, is it a plan that you have other institutions or other people you are mentoring? You talked about it earlier on.
Yeah, maybe switch kwa Kiswahili pia kidogo. Mentorships tumefanya a lot. I think it's more like 3 generations of the whole game. If you can remember very well, we mentored Uko Flani Mau Mau. Then there's the next generation also of MCs who are coming up in Dandora, in other areas also, especially marginalized areas. So using like hip hop and music in general as a way of empower my youth na vitu kama hizo. So kumekuwa na programs for mentor wase wengi. Personally, I'm working with addiction and recovery. So I'm also trying to use art as a tool of information, education, and communication to talk to the youth and advocate for substance abuse.
Is the music industry at a place where you pictured it 25 years ago when you began the group? Is it where you pictured it?
No, not really, because like when we started it ilikuwa tu kama dream kadogo. We never thought like tutakuwa bedroom zetu, tutarap outside the bedroom na vitu kama hizo. But through grace of God na vitu kama hizo, the whole game ika change, tukaleta the culture revolution vile meza kwa aware. So vile sai game iko saizi it's a little bit different, like kama mention kidogo kuna some nadu vitu na vile evolution pia music imekuwa, but kuna nadu poa, but still ni part ya growth ya game. So I think kuna
choices in the electoral season, choices and consequences. Do your votes give you cries or laughter? Freedom fighters are still the Mau Mau. This time, this rhyme, the Uko Flani chapter. All in all, real hip-hop is still speaking sense at 50. Many men wishing death upon it, but its impact stays intact. In fact, listen to this again like Wilback, selector.